What should I have? I'll take the traditional Aragonese tea with my favorite diced fruits. Not too sweet, not too sour. This is good. May I have some of this? What if you added some leaves, symbolic of the laureate of the Carnival? Some of this, please. This is good. Finished already? Oh, that's a very unique flavor. Thank you. Would you like to talk? Lately, I've traveled to many places as a wandering knight. The Threnodian shadow no longer hangs over Inesita, but there's still no shortage of people who need a helping hand. Children who've lost their kittens, civilians attacked by tacit discords, explorers trapped in ancient ruins. Aiding those in need is a knight's duty after all. Oh yes, and I've seen landscapes and sights I never could have imagined. Folk songs, fascinating foods, statues in the mountains, and even the giant vortex at the center of the archipelago. I surely have. This is the life I've always dreamed about.
Something refreshing, please. Oh, is that the Academy's latest research result? I'll have a little of that as well. balanced sweetness and bitterness would be ideal. Are you certain that component is compatible? A bit more of this, if possible. Oh, let's include that one. I suspect it might not quite suit my taste. That looks promising. Some chocolate marshmallows might be nice. Oh, let's include that one. It looks wonderful. I'll take my sip now. It tastes good. Thank you, Mentor. Is there anything I can help you with, Mentor? Don't worry about me, Mentor. I'm feeling much better now. I've even taken on a new research project recently. I've encountered some obstacles, but the work is progressing bit by bit. President Lucilla told me the same thing. I suppose that's why she went out of her way to trick me into coming to this party. Still, I'm not convinced that stepping away from your work for a party will boost your research efficiency. There are too many unfinished reports and not nearly enough time. Besides, her theory may lack universality. I may be an outlier.
Sounds like you've got the perfect opportunity to test it right now.
You're right. A theory isn't proven or disproven until it's tested. You too, Mentor.
can't stop talking about him. It's kind of sweet, like a dad bragging about his kid.
I had the pleasure of watching you mix earlier. Such finesse on your very first try. You may yet become Solaris's greatest mixologist. If you have company to treat later, feel free to take over this counter. I'm sure your drinks will have them singing your praises.
Something refreshed. Let's adjust the ratio. A bit sweeter and less bitter.
Rover, you're here! Look what I just found. Aye, more of a lucky find, really. I was tidying up the counter and found these notes tucked away. They are Geisel's notes, and he was writing about her. From these notes, it's clear that Mr. Geisel couldn't stand the thought of beautiful things fading. Probably why he created the Forever Fest. But if he had the power to do that, what's so wrong with it? Why did the lady get so angry? Yes, must be something we don't know yet. There's one more thing that caught my eye. She asked Geisel to leave all this behind and follow her to a place where a river of stars falls. She said that's where the answer is. But I've looked high and low, and I can't find any place by that name. But does such a place even exist? If it's real, I will find it. Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble on. I should get ready for tomorrow's event. You go on and enjoy the rest of the party.
You can tell Mr. Poe really misses Geisel. Yeah, I can't stop talking about it.
You always arrive at the perfect moment, my friend.
You've opened up another area.
Of course. If happiness were a land locked away by the sea, we would sail across as explorers of a new world. My employer, Mr. Geisel, told me he once donned a straw hat and embarked on a great sea voyage. He and his crew crossed vast waters and brought justice to numerous islands. He boasted countless stories of those days. These two new areas are drawn directly from his stories. One displays the many weapons Mr. Geisel wielded on his adventures. The other is a crystal blue pool, where he often soaked and reminisced about his seafaring days. Like that time he plunged into the sea and borrowed the sea stabilizer as his weapon. But once that foe was vanquished, he returned that artifact to the sea. Now please enjoy yourself to the fullest, my friend.
Heard you've never lost in a game of Lone Star. Impressive. Well, of course. Heard you've never lost in a game of Lone Star.
Of all the common echoes here, I think that round one is my favourite.
To be fair,
No way.
I've never won either.
That goofball doesn't reflect Mr. Geisel's elegance at all.
Welcome, my friend. We've opened several new areas today. Please explore at your leisure. I'm certain you'll find them worth your while. You never fail to see right to the heart of the matter. This was where Mr. Geisel once kept his mount. Since his departure, it's been vacant. A trivial matter, perhaps, but the emptiness weighs on me. Ah, your beloved ride. Such a unique, majestic design. It lends the whole place a new brilliance. I cannot thank you enough. Rest assured, I'll keep it safe. I hear more of your friends have arrived. Please, do not let me keep you from them. And do not forget to savor the joy of collecting. At the Forever Fest, there's more to collect than just the tangible. The moments you hold dear today may become your life's treasures. Have fun, and cherish every encounter.
couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much?
Oh, it's not just the pool. Check out this telescope. Have you tried looking through it? It'll take your breath away.
Am I seeing things? Is that Rover? Huh. Can't be. I haven't had that much. I'm just worn out. Not exactly clear-headed. Don't worry. If I can find a decent sofa and sit for a while, I'll be fine.
Rough day at work?
Not really. Technically, I'm on vacation. Aragona's been quiet, so Lady Carlotta's promise of paid leave finally came through. I'm just here to breathe a little. It's hard to believe, I know. How should I put it? I thought once I was free from all the tasks and other responsibilities, I'd actually be able to enjoy the party. Maybe it's all the pent-up stress finally hitting me, or my brain short-circuiting now that it's not in work mode. But here I am, worn out after just a few hours. Who knew going on vacation could be so exhausting? Maybe a little too much fun. Normally, a couple cans of Devil's Kiss would perk me right up. But after stuffing myself with food, I can't stomach another drop. Vacation time's ticking away, and I haven't even started enjoying it properly. Whatever. I'd better find a quiet corner to rest for a bit. Have fun out there, my friend.
I thought you couldn't swim. I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much? I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much?
Oh, it's not just the pool. Check out this telescope. Have you tried looking through it? It'll take your breath away.
Geisel, did you see that pigeon? This is all an illusion.
I know, but I can always pretend it's real. As long as I'm here, it feels like this fest could last forever.
can a Forever Fest truly make you happy forever? I don't believe moments of joy or beauty or excitement can even exist inside eternity. Life's got to have ups and downs, or there's no story to tell. Can you know what happiness really is without being sad? Can you know the joy of being reunited if you never have to say goodbye? I know that these are your dearest memories, but when they happened, were you really there in the moment? It's time you grew up, Geisel.
A slow drizzle of herb-infused fruit vinegar into the sauce while it simmers. What a lovely little trick. A whisper of acidity won't bully the other flavors. Instead, it will bloom on the tongue, like a jelly rose medusa unfurling, leaving a delicious echo on the tip of the tongue. Greetings. Care for something to eat? They use humble ingredients here, but their techniques are rather intriguing. Trust me, they won't disappoint. It has. After the Phasalia curse was lifted, I slowly began to taste again. It was a gradual homecoming, of course, not an overnight miracle, but compared to when I couldn't tell bitter from sweet, it's a vast improvement. And I have you to thank for that. Everything you did in Renacita gave the world back to me, one flavor at a time. Though I've already given you my token of gratitude, should you desire more, I would be pleased to oblige. Speaking of which, with Phasalia family affairs back in order, I find myself, as its head, somewhat idle. Rather than remain confined to the estate, I like to travel, to see sights I've never seen. The world is vast, and I expect it to be a long journey. Of course, I'd also enjoy trying new foods and attempting to recreate them with my own hands. Consider it a form of palate rehabilitation. Would you travel with me and sample my creations along the way? Ah, ever so gracious. Then it's settled. But tell me, are you not the least bit concerned I might poison you?
Geisel asked me to help him recreate a particular drink.
It has been some time, Rover. These echoes. While Jinzhou does have echo terminals, the summoning process is heavily restricted. I heard the Renacita's Genesis Nexus draws on the Sentinel's power, allowing echoes to maintain form far longer. If we could use this technology in Jinzhou, the Midnight Rangers would see their burden greatly lifted. Of course, the principles behind the Genesis Nexus are complex, or require careful study. What is it, Rover? Do you have some insight?
That's not the point. Aren't you supposed to be on vacation? Why are you still thinking about border defenses?
Vacation? I fear you misunderstand. I'm not here in a personal capacity. The Magistrate dispatched a delegation to Renacita to seek new agreements on trade and defense. I serve as the delegation's military attaché. It is my responsibility to ensure their safety. Evaluating the Genesis Nexus for potential adoption is also part of my duty.
So, strictly speaking, this is a work trip.
Correct. Our itinerary included this place, in part to establish new ties with Lola Logistics.
Come to think of it, as long as I've known you, you've barely left the border. Oh, except that one time in Taoyuan Vale for the Riverside Games.
The situation back then was volatile with the Threnodians' resurgence. Remaining at the border to safeguard the city was my responsibility. That said, I can scarcely recall the last time I had a true respite.
Since you're already at the party, why not treat this as a vacation and relax a little? Even a general needs to recharge.
You're right. No matter how much I deliberate, decisions must wait until I return to Jinzhou. The delegation is secure for now. A brief rest here shouldn't hurt. Thank you. May you also find joy at this party, Rover.
Of all the common echoes here, I think that round one is my favourite.
No, that goofball.
Greetings, sir. Can I help you with something? Nicely improvised, as expected. It's been a long time, Rover.
Are you in the middle of some urgent mission?
Mission? Not at all. But sure, proper code words and disguises are essential for an undercover agent. Especially at a party with such a mixed crowd. Relax. I've already scoped the area. No one's listening in on us. Besides, like I said, I'm not here on assignment. I'm simply Yinlin on vacation. It's a long story. Remember Yang Yang, the Outrider? She told me about what you went through after Renacita. The Carnival, Septimont. No doubt the Fraxidus were pulling the strings behind all those incidents. To understand their plans, I followed the clues and did some digging of my own. Yeah, they're a hard nut to crack. Luckily, I had support from the Magistrate and others in Jinzhou. I never planned to take them head-on. With their help, I infiltrated one of their bases and discovered a new scheme they were whipping up. We neutralized it before they could act. Those artificers were no match for the Midnight Rangers. After the operation, the Magistrate restored my official file. She wanted me to return to the Public Security Bureau as a patroller, not as an undercover agent. It was my chance to step back into the light. And honestly, living in the shadows as a suspect wasn't exactly pleasant. It was a tempting offer, but I turned it down.
You turned it down? Why?
Every undercover agent has their reasons for staying in the game. Justice, ambition, revenge, you name it. No matter the motive, the work eats away at you. But someone's got to do the dirty work to keep Jinzhou safe. Rather than burden a rookie patroller, better to leave it to an experienced pro like me. How we end up on such a heavy topic. Let's drop it. For now, we're just here to have fun. Next time we meet, make sure you play along and don't blow my cover, all right?
What are you looking at, Lumi?
Oh, hi, Rover. I was just watching this pigeon.
It looks like Mr. Capoe's lapel pin.
Yes. I had the Pioneer Association do some digging for me. They told me there used to be a magician named Cobb Capoe in Renacita, and his most famous trick was creating illusions. Apparently, at one of his fests, a boy saw right through his act. That boy's name was Geisel. They say that Geisel cracked the illusion when he noticed a two-dimensional pigeon that was obviously out of place. Aye, this place, these people, everything here is an illusion Mr. Capot created for Geisel. Later, when that lady came to the Forever Fest, she noticed that pigeon too. Exactly! She wanted Geisel to cherish life's real fleeting moments, rather than a false eternity. That's why she asked him to go with her to where a river of stars falls. I've only heard a legend. They say that every year on a certain night, people look up at the sky and witness the spectacle of stars falling. That lady must have wanted Geisel to witness the moment where a river of stars falls from the sky.
But why would Mr. Capot create this whole illusion for Geisel in the first place?
About that, I think you better ask Mr. Capot himself.
How may I be of service, my friend? Ah, it seems Lumi has told you quite a bit. Well, let me tell you what happened before all that. I was hired to perform as a magician at a fest. It was then that young Geisel noticed the two-dimensional pigeon and became the first person ever to see through my illusion. So I asked him, what reward would you like? Care to guess what he asked for? I can see you are teasing me. He told me that this was the first fest anyone had ever held for him. He was happy, but also sad that it would end. He asked if there was a way to keep the fest from ever drawing to a close, even if it was just an illusion. So, the real Cobb Capot created the Forever Fest for him in this Sonoro. And I, too, am one of the illusions he conjured. Now, while the illusion's frequency will eventually vanish, it's stable enough to last his entire lifetime. Ah, that was just a tale I spun for Lumi. Geisel was just an ordinary boy, but very easy to love, I must say. Yes, she saw through my illusion. So before she left, I asked her what she wished for, too. She told me that, although it was an illusion, she understood it was a cherished memory for Geisel. So she wished for this fest to end in true happiness. I believe her wish has already come true. On that note, I trust you've heard of the place where a river of stars falls. Before she departed, that lady told me a little secret. You might be surprised to learn that the so-called River of Stars is actually fireworks. As it happens, we have prepared a grand fireworks show for today. Please, come and find me when the party is at its peak. By then, this place will be exactly as the lady imagined it.
How peculiar. I remember that Mr. Capot wasn't...
Hey, Rover! Over here!
Lene? Don't tell me you're skipping class again.
Don't stereotype me. I'm not playing hooky this time. I've actually got business here. See this display? The Academy teamed up with Lolo Logistics to share some vehicle tech for hauling cargo over rough terrain.
That's not the point. Anyway, the demo vehicle started acting up during testing, and some of the custom parts weren't ready in time. If this keeps up, the Academy's reputation could take a real hit. So, to keep things on track and make sure the partnership goes smoothly, they put me in charge. The teachers agreed I should handle it, since I'm pretty handy with maintenance and mods. Of course! You think I'd sign up just because this party looks fun? As long as I get the exhibit running smoothly for the demo, I'll have plenty of time to myself. Don't worry about me. I even checked with the teachers who came here on vacation. You know what they said?
This doesn't happen every day. Since you're at the party anyway, go enjoy yourself.
Speaking of which, Lula Logistics is really amazing. I thought they only shipped cargo safely across the globe, but turns out they can throw a feast, too. They've even got new Federation specialties here. Oh, it's been ages since I last had those. Maybe after graduation, joining Lula Logistics wouldn't be a bad idea. With my skills, I could be a mechanic, or even a courier. Then I'll count on you to introduce me, Rover.
Wait, you're not actually serious, are you?
Of course I'm serious. I've decided I'm gonna live life on my own terms, remember? That's why I gotta try everything that catches my eye. Who knows? I might just be a natural at it. All right, I'm heading back to the party. You have fun too!
How may I be of service, my friend? Thank you all. You've created the most joyful party. If what awaits us is but remembrance, my friend, then let us look back while we still may. The joyful times, after all, are like fireworks. Never more splendid than in this moment.
How peculiar. I remember that Mr. Capot wasn't a butler before.
No, he's all...
How peculiar. I remember that Mr.
I wish the fireworks could stay up there forever.
They may still be. How peculiar. I remember that Mr. Capot...
I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much? I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much?
It's not just the pool. Check out this telescope. Have you tried looking through it?
The Forever Fest was great, but low logistics...
Of all the common echoes here, I think that round one is my favourite.
lost in a game of lost.
What's going on, Lumi?
It's honestly a small thing. Just a little brochure. The Lolo party went really well, so we're already planning the next one. Naturally, we need to do a bit of promotion. I'm thinking of real photos to show everyone the best side of it. Plus, these photos can also be a souvenir for everyone. So would you mind taking some photos for me? Not that I can't take them myself, but I'm only good at taking delivery pictures. But I'm sure you can take photos that everyone will be happy with. Fantastic! I'll wait for you here.
These Geisel's new friends? Haven't seen them around before.
They don't even seem to know.
I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much? I thought you couldn't swim.
Last time, Geisel asked me to help him recreate a particular drink. Last time, Geisel asked me to...
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
The credit goes to the...
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole...
I thought you couldn't swim. What brings you out here so much?
It's not just the pool.
Last time, Geisel asked me to help him.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
Are these Geisel's new friends? Haven't seen them around before.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover. Took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a... Stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
Are these Geisel's new friends? Haven't seen them around before.
They don't even seem to know him.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place
They're
got
all
a
quite
makeover.
nice. And
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
The Forever Fest was great, but the logistics really kicked it off the notch.
True. Heard you've never lost in a game of modes.
these Geisel's new friends? Haven't seen them around before.
Wow, that was quick! Can I take a look? Oh, exactly what I'd expect from Rover. Anyone who sees these will definitely want to join the Lolo party. You have to come again next time.
Geisel's new friends? Haven't seen them around before.
They don't even seem to know him.
Strange. They're all quite nice and fun to be around.
What's on your mind, Lumi?
It's nothing really. I was just thinking about how I should spend my holiday this year. Well, since I'm always on the move for work, during holidays, I like to just stock up on a ton of good food and stay in. I'd make some rice noodles, maybe a fish head stew. Absolutely. I'll whip up something special if we get the chance. It's not really a new plan. I've traveled a lot and seen so many curious things. But there must be even farther places to see. I want to go somewhere I've never been before. Take my time, see the sights, and then travel to places even farther. Of course I'll be back before the holiday is over.
That's a great idea, Lumi.
Let me get a plan together first. I haven't decided yet. But if I can't decide, I'll just keep moving forward. Who knows? Maybe what's waiting for me is where a river of stars falls.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
Show me what you've got, Rover.
card.
Come on, make your choice. Have you made up your mind, Rover? Have you made up your mind, Rover? Oh, might want to give it a second thought.
This one won't matter much.
I'll go with my instincts. A misjudgment. Ready when you are. Have you made up your mind, Rob?
Not completely what I had in mind.
Is it this one? Yes. You've put up quite the performance.
You wish to play with me? Very well. May I?
Pick your card.
Oh. You guessed I'd choose this one. I see it all. Show me. Which one will it be? Rather... Choice... Rather interesting.
I can work with that.
Just a moment. This one it is. Make your choice. Rather interesting choice. Are you sure?
Huh.
What if I go for this one? May I?
Pick your card.
Difficult choice indeed. I see it all. Appears fortune has favored me this time.
Not complete.
That's a win for me. Another round, perhaps? Your play.
Don't mind if I do.
Rather interesting choice. Difficult choice indeed. I see it all. I do apologize. Show me. Which one will it be? Rather interesting choice. Just a moment. This one it is. The odds are not in my favor. You're indeed a tough opponent to beat.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
All the common echoes here.
Foreverfest was great, but no logistics. Last time, Geisel asked me to help him recreate a particular... Last time, Geisel asked me to help him...
Oh, all that training's left me parched. How about an iced tea with a sweet and sour juice mixed in for extra kick? Just a touch sweeter, a little less sour. That's the one. Yeah, that. Definitely add in a bit of that. That's the one. Yeah, that's nice. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, that's nice. Definitely add in a bit of that. That's the one. Yeah, that's nice. Definitely add in a bit of that. Perfect. Now let's brighten it up with a lemony aromatic. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, it looks fantastic. Let me take a sip. Oh, this is amazing. So cooling. It hits the spot better than heart pour. You know, you could go pro with this, warrior. I'd endorse you for free. Looking for a catch-up, warrior? Curious why I'm so fond of iced drinks? Well, picture this. I'm out there every day, swinging my sword and spear thousands of times under the blazing sun. Then there's the strength training, the simulation battles. Even I am completely wiped by the end of it. But hand me a tall, icy glass of fruit tea and let me chug it. Sure, there's a tiny side effect, but it kicks the heat and fatigue right out. Worth it, no?
What should I have? I'll take the traditional Reganese tea with my favorite diced fruits. Maybe a little sweeter and slightly less sour. This is good. Some of this, please. That smell is quite unusual. That smell is quite unusual. This is good. Some of this, please. This is good. May I have some of this? Some of this, please. This is good. That smell is quite unusual. This is interesting. Some sliced fruit would be lovely. Some of this, please. This is good. Oh, finished already. This is delightful. That airy flavor, it reminds me of the breeze in Egla Town. Thank you. Would you like to talk? What do I like to drink? Oh, honestly, I'll enjoy almost anything. As long as it has some juicy viscumberries in it. Well, except for coffee. Its flavor is just too strong. It completely overpowers the viscumberry's taste. I really do. It's nice to try new foods, but viscumberries and Laura's will always be my favorites. Oh, that reminds me. Did you know that nectar wine from Egla Town tastes even better if you infuse it with Laura's leaves and viscumberries? Grounded? Wait, you mean... No, please, don't bring up my past embarrassments. All right, I admit I wasn't exactly composed at that time, but just so you know, the offering wine that time was pure. I didn't add a thing to it. And I've never let myself get that carried away ever since.
Something refreshing, please. Oh, is that the Academy's latest research result? I'll have a little of that as well. A balanced sweetness and bitterness would be ideal. A bit more of this, if possible. Oh, let's include that one. Are you certain that Oh, let's include that one. I suspect that looks promising. Are you certain that component is compatible? Oh, let's include that one. I suspect it might not quite suit my taste. Some chocolate marshmallows might be nice. Oh, let's include that one. It looks wonderful. I'll take my sip now. It's great. I like it very much. Thank you, Mentor. Is there anything I can help you with, Mentor? Sustained research requires a clear mind and a steady supply of sugar to keep your brain fueled. That's why a good sweet coffee is always the perfect late-night beverage. And it's even better if you add in a bit of concentrated plant milk. Or toss in a chocolate marshmallow or two. Yes, it increases the drink's nutrient density, leading to a more sustained energy release. And all that sweetness just lifts your mood. All right, I'll make you a cup a bit later.
Last time, Geisel asked me to help him recreate a particular drink. Last time, Geisel asked me to help him recreate a particular drink.
Me too. It was called Starfall.
I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place got a makeover.
The credit goes to the new guest.
How may I be of service, my friend? Ah, you're curious how Geisel managed to see through my illusion at such a young age. Perhaps he has an eye for the unnoticed corners. Or he simply looks very much like another child. And I, too, struggle with parting. The real Cop Capot. I'm not sure if he still exists. Today and tomorrow, dawn and dusk, perhaps somewhere in between, your paths will meet. When that time comes, we'll see if you can unravel his illusion.
What a maker.
The credit goes to the new guest.
I just took a stroll along the beach. I wish I could have him design it. Please. I wish I could have him design it. Please. I wish I could have him design that. I just took a stroll along the beach. The whole place, what a maker.
Credit goes to the new guest.
I wish I could have him design that.